Hi there. My name is Abigail Morrison, and I am sure glad to be here today to talk to you guys a little bit about cyberbullying, maybe introduce you to it. If you know a little bit about it, maybe I can further your knowledge just a little bit. So, cyberbullying, the first question we need to answer, boys and girls, is what is cyberbullying? Okay, you may be sitting there thinking to yourself, well, I know what this is, or I would never do this. Why am I listening to this? So let's just start off with the definition. So cyberbullying is bullying that takes place using electronic devices such as cell phones, computers, tablets, as well as communication tools. Some of those tools including social media sites, your text messages. I know everyone has group messages, okay? Your simple chats, and even just your websites. Okay, so moving on, let's think, okay, we're all sitting here, and who do you think is getting cyberbullied? Now, don't point at anyone, but a little bit of a fun fact here. 7 in 10 young teens report being cyberbullied before they turn 18 years old. Yikes, right? Okay, so let's look a little bit deeper into this. Who are these targeted people that are having this done to them? You know, you have your young children, you have your young adults. Here's a little crazy fact for you. 15% of girls 12 to 17 years old are getting bullied online. Okay, that's a lot. And then we're not leaving the boys out here. 6% of boys are also getting bullied online. You know, we keep going on. We have students that are getting bullied. Those disabled students, those students that might receive some services. And then it doesn't have to be kids, boys and girls. It can be adults even that are getting cyberbullied. It really can be happening anywhere, and it could be the person sitting right next to you and you'd never know it. Okay, so keep in mind, this is happening to a lot of people. These are just some of the targeted categories. Okay, so then let's move on and let's see, where is this happening? You may be thinking to yourself, well, that wouldn't happen around me, or that's not happening. Okay, fun fact, 95% of teens can access the internet on their phones. So boys and girls, where do you think this is happening? Of course, boys and girls, it's happening on our social media. Okay, how many of you guys have Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat? You know, I might be old here, and may not 100% know what the WhatsApp is, but I do know what YouTube and Twitter is. We are all having these on our phones, and we have access to the internet to run these apps all the time. So Instagram is the leading site for cyberbullying. That is 42% that is happening on Instagram. And then Facebook and Snapchat are a close second. And then YouTube and Twitter. How many of you guys have these apps on your phone right now? I know I would be guilty. I have some of these on mine as well. So looking at this is where the majority of cyberbullying is taking place. So why is cyberbullying even an issue? Why are you here today? Why does it matter? Okay, one, it's happening to a lot of people sitting next to you. And then we also have to consider that technology is all around us. It is growing every single day. Technology is advancing. And with that advancements comes more cyberbullying, more ways of this to be occurring. So I'm trying to get you guys your attention, to deepen your knowledge on what this really is, and it's taking place all around you. So technology is easily accessible. We just learned on the past slide that 95% of teens have internet access on their phone. So at a touch of a button, this could be going on. Now, we may not know it, but it could be happening. It could be happening in the halls. It could be happening at home. It could be happening anywhere. So why is this an issue? Well, technology is growing. We need to be more aware of what this issue is. So how do we prevent cyberbullying? Okay, how do we prevent this from happening? Well, first off, let's start with some educational classes over cyberbullying. I'm here today. I'm trying to give you guys an introduction of what it is. How can we help each other? Then teach online safety. That is huge. Teach how to be online, how not to give information. If you don't know the person, don't talk to the person. Parents, be helping your children out at home as well. And then teach our students how to avoid these situations altogether. Okay, if you don't know the person messaging you, do you think it's a good idea to message them back? So we need you guys to be smart enough to know, hey, I'm going to avoid this situation. I'm going to step out of this. Okay, so there's all sorts of ways we can prevent, but it all starts with knowing how to do that. So those classes would really help build your guys' knowledge on how I can stay away from this. Okay, so then we've talked about the why, we've talked about the what it is, the definition of it. So now let's look a little bit deeper in this and let's look at the different types or different forms of cyberbullying. First off, we have exclusion, okay? This is deliberately excluding someone from an online activity. Okay, you're not adding them to that group chat. You're leaving them out. Okay, harassment is intentionally bullying someone over and over and over again online. Okay, then you're outing someone. Is it the public humiliation of a child or a group without consent so they don't know what's happening? Okay, and then cyber stalking is harassing the victims through online communication. So there's that messenger, Instagram Messenger, Facebook Messenger, Snapchat chat. Okay, then we have cyber stalking, and then fraping is impersonating someone to post content. So you're impersonating someone to post inappropriate things on their wall or posting it in their Snapchat story. Okay, so then next we have fake profiles. So this is hiding the real identity to bully someone else. Okay, so you are hiding who you are so you can bully someone else. Then we have dissing is sending or posting cruel information about your child online. This is extremely damaging. Okay, we don't want to do this one. Okay, and then trickery is gaining the trust of someone so secrets can be shared publicly online. So that's like me gaining your trust so I can share all of the secrets you tell me online. And then trolling is deliberately provoking a response online. So if you post something, I'm going to say something just to make you mad. I'm trying to make you look silly online. I'm trying to get you to do something that you may regret later. Okay, and then catfishing, stealing identities and creating profiles. We see this occasionally on your Facebook. Do you guys see those profiles pop up and you see, next thing you know, you see someone on your Facebook profile saying, that's not me, someone stole my account. Okay, catfishing, they're stealing identities and creating different profiles. They may be talking to people under this profile. So really pay attention to this. So what happens? So if cyberbullying is going on, what do you think can happen to those students that are being bullied? Okay, first, depression's gonna set in. It's never fun to have that on your phone all day long. You're getting bullied over and over again. Depression will set in. Skipping school will start. The grades will start to decline. Overall, their health in general, their looks, their how they're keeping themselves up. Are they showering? Okay, those are things that can really start to play into effect on people that are being cyberbullied. The biggest thing is sometimes the people that are being bullied often turn into the people that are bullying just so they can get revenge. They want to fight back. So we try to avoid that one. Also, the eating disorders that can start happening when your mental state is so broken down, sometimes some of these things start to arise. And then the last one, boys and girls, we want to avoid this one at all costs, that giving up. Okay, that giving up, that suicide. We are trying to avoid getting into our mental health so bad that our next option is going to just end it. We don't want that. So how can we stand up against cyberbullying? How can we as teens stand up against this? First, if you know this is happening, boys and girls, report it. Report to your counselor. Some schools have the anonymous reporting system that you could use, so then people don't even know you're doing it. Then collect that evidence. So screenshots, save images or messages, or even screen record what's going on so you have that evidence of that cyberbullying taking place. And then report to a site, an app, or a game. Boys and girls, those online sites, most of them, I'm not going to say all of them, but most of them do not prohibit online bullying. They will take care of it, but you have to do the job of reporting it to them. If you don't report it, are they going to know? So then talk to a trusted adult. You have adults all around you, okay? Build that relationship with an adult and talk with them about it. Tell them what's going on. This could be a parent, a teacher, a counselor, a coach, or even just a family friend. Okay, there's lots of adults you can go to, and then demonstrate care. Show that person that is being cyberbullied that they aren't alone. Okay, send them an encouraging text or a snap. Maybe even post something positive on their wall. If they post a picture, say something nice, and then work together. Gather friends to show positivity. This is another way of doing like the comments under their photos. Encourage others to report the harm. It's not cool to say mean things. Okay. Then moving forward, tell them to stop. Be the bigger person. Just say stop. It's not cool to do that, right? If you know that person that's doing it, then just tell them to stop. Stand up for the person that's getting bullied. Okay. But don't encourage it. So if you see that happening, don't support it. Don't screenshot it and send it to someone else. Don't add emojis to it thinking you're funny here. We don't want to encourage this type of behavior. And then stay safe. Don't put yourself in harm's way. Okay. And then the last but not least, do not give up. Boys and girls, cyberbullying is hard. It is a hard thing to beat, but find those friends, brainstorm those ideas to stop this totally. Don't just give up on the fact that, oh, okay, well, I'm going to let it go. Okay, so then we have learned all about cyberbullying. Now let's look at our district. Okay, here is our definition of it. We should know this. It's in our handbook. Okay, I'll give you a minute to go ahead and read over this. I'm not going to read it to you, but just remember, it's just it doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be cyberbullying. It can be any type of bullying. Okay, harming a student or a staff member, damaging a student or staff member's property. Okay, there's lots of things when it comes to bullying, and cyberbullying is one of them. So boys and girls, the biggest thing I can tell you today is if you know it is happening, do the right thing, report it, stand up against it, don't give up. And then here are my references. Thank you.